Hello, and welcome to another fantastic edition of Philip's Podcast. Not going to do it this time. We're going to go old school. Today's podcast is going to help you get ready for the FCAT in April, and I thought that this picture was, as MasterCard would say, priceless. Notice how I conveniently covered up the years that they were World Series champions, but still a nice pick. All right, guys, today's podcast is going to be on problem number square root 121. Nice. The Bears. Rational number. The Bears. Perfect square. The Bears. And the first thing you're going to do is red light, stop, and read the problem. Next thing we're going to do is yellow light, slow down, underline, circle, box, important information. On your packet, please underline average yearly rainfall for a town in California is 14 inches. Please underline past 10 years was within 6 inches of the average. Please underline the question. What are they asking us to do? Which number line below shows the range of the yearly rainfall for the past 10 years? Please circle or put a box or put stars next to range because that is going to be a key vocabulary word in this problem. About this time in our podcast, we usually hop into our time machine and travel back in time. But actually, we're going down the road and the next exit is going to be, you guessed it, the future. Because we're in Chapter 7, but once we finish Chapter 7, Chapter 8, we're going to talk about inequalities. And today's problem is on Chapter 8, inequalities. So, meet your future. Before we do green light and go and work the problem, I would like you to fill in the missing numbers on the number lines on your packet. Our interval is 2. Nice vocab. The Bears. So, on your packet, for all the number lines for your answer choices, please fill in the missing numbers 8, 12, 16, and 20. Hey, come on guys, wake up. I know this podcast is not as exciting as watching Kobe Bryant pour in 33 points yesterday and torch LeBron James and the Miami Heat. But come on, bear with me. We don't have that much more to do. The problem tells me the average yearly rainfall is 14 inches. For the past 10 years, it was within 6 inches of the average. So, for my visual people, check it out. Let's go with the pictures. These are called rain barrels. And the purpose of a rain barrel is to, you guess it, collect rainwater, and then you can use the spigot down here to empty out the barrel and take that rainwater and recycle it. So you might collect the rainwater and use the water from the rain to water your plants a couple days later, or water your garden, or wash your car. So basically you're just being a good steward of the environment and reusing, recycling the rainwater. So the average rainfall was 14 inches. So let's say that one year your rain barrel filled up with 14 inches of rainwater. They said in the problem it was within 6 inches of the average. So let's say another year you get a whole lot of rain and now you have 20 inches of rainwater in your rain barrel. 14 plus 6 gave me 20. Let's say another year, things are kind of dry, not so much rain, and you get less water in your rain barrel. And this year you only get 8 inches of rainwater. 14 minus 6 gives me 8. If I go back to that key word, what is the range? Range would be the high minus the low. So the high would be your average, 14 plus 6. that gives you 20. Your low would be the average 14 minus 6, which gives you 8. On your packet for choice F, maybe above it or next to it, if you would write greater than or equal to 8 inches of rain, less than or equal to 20 inches of rain. I put a star here because 14 was my average. Now remember, it was either plus 6 or minus 6, within 6 inches of the average. So my high was 20, my low was 8. If I take 14 and I add 6 to it, that gives me 20. If I take 14 and I subtract 6, that gives me 8. So far choice F looks pretty good, but let's look at the rest of our choices. On your packet, next to choice G, or to the right of choice G, if you would, please write less than or equal to 8 inches of rain, greater than or equal to 8 inches of rain. There's a couple problems with choice G. Take a look at this. 6 would be included as an answer if you picked G because it's underneath the arrow, but our average was 14. 6, you'd have to add 8 to it to get yourself all the way to 14. And if I go back up to the problem, it wasn't within 8 inches, it was within 6 inches. So there's one reason why you can get rid of choice G. Also, if we come over here, 22 would be an answer because it's underneath the arrow. 22 is not within 6 of 14. If I do 22 minus 14, that's also going to give me 8. It's 8 away from 14. We need it to be 6 away. So you can cross out choice G. On your paper, above letter H or next to it, please write greater than or equal to 8 inches of rain. Again, like our choice above, we have a problem. 22 would be included as one of your possible answers because it is underneath the ray here on your number line. 22 is not within 6 of 14, just like we did before. 22 is within 8 of 14. Again, go back up to the problem. We're not within 8. We should be within 6. So we can get rid of choice H. On your paper, above letter I or next to it, please write less than or equal to 20 inches of rain. Just like one of our possible answer choices above, we've got a problem with letter I. 6 would be included as one of your possible answers because it's underneath the ray here on the number line. And again, 6 is not within 6 of 14. 6 is 8 away from 14. We need it to be within 6. So, F is our best answer. If you guys would, please bubble in letter F, your correct answer for problem number 11. If you guys would, please return your packet to the counter and put your iPod back in the case. We're going to do our notes for today and then play top score. Thanks. Later.